Um, give y'all some updates on what's going on in America, and then I'm gonna talk about y'all little cousin Tamar. Um, they just found another body in Houston under the expressway. It was a male between 45 and 50 under the bridge, burning. Now that sounds like a hit to me. That sounds like the mob. Who just got enough nerves to take the time, burn somebody, and put them way up there under the bridge? To me, that sounds personal. Even though Houston has a problem going on, y'all, right there, they think it's a serial, you know what, deletion of person running around. They think it's several of them. I think it's a lot of hate crimes. So what I'm saying to people, not just in Houston, all over this country, if you don't have to go out, if you don't have to do important stuff, stay in the house. We're not in the times where you should be hanging out at clubs and stuff, y'all. I know y'all want to have a good time. You don't want to miss a party. And if you do go to an event, go with at least 4 people. I wouldn't even say 2, 4. And even the guys need to have some bear mace in their pocket. You may got these hands, but if you outnumbered, what can you do? But if you got some mace, oh, they going down. You know what I'm saying? At least you can get away from people. Don't trust nobody. I don't know if y'all remember Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer was going to malls, befriending people. He seemed so nice and kind, offering young men jobs. Especially this time of year and things we in, the seasons we in. If somebody coming up to you, you know how to do carpentry, and you know how to do carpentry, you might go off with somebody. Hey, I got these jobs. I'm paying $50 an hour. That this is might be what's going on. Jeffrey Dahmer did that. He took him back to his house to discuss business, and he ate him. If it wasn't for Tracy, the black man who knew martial arts, he probably would have deleted a whole lot more people. And for some reason, he liked it dark meat. He liked the Hispanics and black folks. It ain't that's funny. That's who they want to send out the country. And that's who he was eating. When Tracy said he opened the refrigerator and he seen them hands dangling, he was dizzy. And that's another thing, y'all. Stop smoking with people. Stop drinking with people. Did I tell you something happened to my son? My son still go in and out. I don't know what's going on with my child yet. Something happened. You think you can go to these dispensaries. You think you can get stuff off the streets. This is the time to get sober. People dying, you know, in their sleep. My friend, I call my little sister, she died in her sleep. She was only 38 years old. 2 of her friends died within the last 6 months. Enough is enough. Y'all want to get high and party and be about the lifestyle. This is not the time, man. This is the time to get right with God. If y'all don't want to listen to me, that's cool. But this is the time to get right with God. And I know a lot of y'all think loving God and prayer is boring. It's better than being dead. I mean, if you're not here, and loving the Lord is not boring. Loving the Lord and let Him lead my life is the best thing ever happened to me. When I made God the lover of my soul, things started happening for the good. When I was loving men and trying to play wifey and I wasn't married, my life always seemed to be going downhill, starting over, argument. It was always confusion. So now I'm chilling. And you know what feel good? Even with these bootleg braids I put in my hair. I feel like silly from the color purple with these hair braids. But guess what? Even with these bootleg braids, I still get chose, and that's kind of nice. And I don't even want to get chose right now. But people still like me. And it made me feel good. I don't wear makeup. I wear a little lip gloss. I don't have to do extra stuff. You don't either. So now I know when I'm ready, when I'm really ready and I got my mind right, and I'm looking cute again, because I don't think I look cute. I got a lot of options, I believe. That's a good thing. But right now, I'm I may look decent to somebody else, but to me, I'm not ready mentally. I'm not ready financially, and I'm still losing my trying to get my body together. I have to do me time. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. You know, people will call me and want me to go out to dinner and stuff, and I might say, yeah, I'm gonna go. And then I sit there and I'm like, man, that 2 hours, 3 hours I'm out to dinner, I could be doing something on my internet. And I don't even go. Now I did go skating with Robert on Thursday, and tomorrow Thursday again. I might go back skating. I don't know. But it felt good to get out. But it's so dangerous, man. Especially with these, we got the megas over here, we got the Israelites, we got the Christians, we got the Baptists, we got the YNs, we got all these people that's ready to be about that life and fight. Everybody want to fight. People forgot we just Americans. We got folks want to kick people out this country like they like the owners of the country. That's funny. How you own a country? Somebody tell me who bought this country. I don't understand how somebody can put somebody out of a country like they the owners, like this their house. They have a deed to this country. This mine, so you gotta leave. It's just absolutely ridiculous to me. Now, I understand if you come over here, you gotta come over here the right way. But the way y'all kicking people out, we not the mob. Now, what if the Indians? What if they just start kicking folks out? And y'all know a lot of black folks was here too, right? What if they just start kicking people out? Did y'all forget all of us are visitors? I don't understand why people that's visitors think they own something. This shit is absolutely ridiculous to me. I don't know if y'all know what the Caucasus Mountains are. Do y'all really know where you from? Where you originated? Because it's sad if you don't. Because you did not originate in the United States. You don't own this country to kick nobody out of nowhere. They need to go get the chief. The chief somewhere smoking a hookah laughing. Because he looking like when it go down, it's going down. The chief like sitting back letting everybody act a fool. Go ahead, act a fool. This is my shit. Go ahead. Because when I get ready to act a fool, when we get ready to act a fool, what was going down? I know the chief sitting there like, y'all stole our shit once. You're not going to do it again. And another question I have is, if they're kicking out immigrants, why are they targeting Hispanics, Asians? I don't know if they haven't started on them yet. You know they having big riots about the Haitians. I told them they better leave the Haitians alone, but it's going down. They showed them fighting Haitians. Why no white immigrants get kicked out? Y'all gonna tell me ain't no white immigrants walking around here? Your uncle married to one. Uncle D married to one. She from Russia. J.D. Vance married to one. Why they ain't messing with them? Why they get to stay? I don't understand this. How the hell you kicking out immigrants when you lay with one every night? And then people that voted that way, they act like they don't even know. They can't even use logical thinking and say that. Well, they don't count. How come they don't count? If you're not from here, you're not from here. Either leave everybody alone or make everybody leave. What we doing? And then everybody keeps saying, black folks, y'all next. Man, they never stop messing with us, man. We've been messed with since the beginning of the time. I've been watching video after video today, y'all. And this is what I don't understand. I have a question. Why do y'all keep messing with us? For real, I know my people, we do the most to each other. When y'all see stuff on TV, where y'all say, oh, it sounds like the same suspects. Oh, I'm not shocked, the same people. You know why y'all saying that? Because we do stuff to each other. We don't do nothing to you guys. I done said that. But why are we the ones you keep picking with? Y'all come over here picking with us. Y'all walk up in our face. I done seen so many videos today with Karen's knocking cups out of people's hands. She's smudging her hand in people's face, and she get her ass beat. Then I'm saying, I don't know when she gonna learn. But they just keep messing with us. My question is, what have we done to you? Did I hear them saying, N-word, we hate you? Why do you hate us? I want somebody to answer that. Why do you hate brown people? I don't think nobody can answer that. When I check history, my people was enslaved. Men were raped by trees. Babies was cut out of women's wombs, thrown to alligators. In the sea right now, thousands and thousands of people shackled together at the bottom of the sea, begin thrown over slave ships. We had to get slop of the pigs. We had to keep your crops. We had to scrub your toilets. We had to keep your babies. I mean, why do you hate us when y'all made us be slaves? And another lie. Why do y'all say black people lazy? Do y'all know what lazy mean? Lazy means you need a slave to cook for you, to breastfeed your kids, to keep your crops. Your husband's coming out there craping black women. That's lazy. Lazy mean you got somebody doing all your work for you. How we lazy when we were slaves? I'm just getting tired of the lies. I'm tired of y'all lazy. How are we lazy when y'all not gonna give us nothing? How are we lazy when there's more people of this race on the system than there are black folks because y'all don't want us to have nothing? So it ain't like y'all giving us anything. Y'all act like we living free and y'all take care of us. Y'all hate us, so you know you ain't gonna take care of us. So how the hell we surviving? We gotta work. Stop the damn lies. I just wish we could just have a panel and ask them, why do you hate us? They can tell us. I promise you they couldn't tell us. You can't say we did nothing to you. You can't say we run up in your face. You can't say we robbing you, we taking them. We don't even bother you. Y'all mess with us. And all we keep asking y'all, could y'all please leave us alone? Could you please leave us alone? Could you please leave us alone? Y'all won't leave us alone. And then whoever watching and you got a racist bone in your body, do you know how elementary and stupid you sound when you be like, N-word, N-word? It is so stupid. That don't even make me mad. I be looking at them like they mentally retarded. Would a grown person sit there and talk like a child? You N-word, I hate you, N-word. What is that supposed to do? Do you know without the ER, it means king? We're kings and queens. We chosen. The Israelites. If you like it or not, it's written. I can't help it because we special. But I sure ain't got nothing against nobody else. I don't have nothing against nobody. I'm just trying to live my best life. I like you. I like your kids. I have teachers and friends that I grew up around that was not black. Never had a problem with them. But as I got older in life, I thought things would get better. It started getting worse. Now, because we got this person that's in the White House causing division, I have never in all my life ever heard a president talk about one party of politics. You know it's in Democrats. You the president of this country. So you telling me you're not my president? That's what you're saying. If I'm a Democrat, you're not my president? I don't understand this. Can somebody explain that to me? Because you won the Republican Party. The Democrat people don't have a president. Only the Republicans have a president? I always thought, tell me if I'm wrong because I don't know a lot about politics. I always thought two parties run. One is going to win. And when that one wins, he becomes president of all. He got to put aside the race because the race is over now. Now it's not just Republicans and Democrats. It's my country as a whole. All of you are mine. I got to do the best for everybody in this country because you're all of Americans. I thought that's what the presidency meant. I really thought that's what it meant. I didn't know you win and you just stay with your party that you was racing with, and then the other people just get left out in the smoke. So for 4 years, Democrats just had to go through hell. This don't make sense. And I feel like people are too old for this mess. We're grown out here. We should be trying to make peace for the children. They sitting there watching grown folks argue, call each other N-words, and make America great again. And the kids like, well, what are they talking about? The kids don't even know what the hell going on. Why are they arguing? Why is he saying that? And why is people saying that the president did this? And why is it these kids so confused? They ain't gonna know what to do when they get a little older. This country is in such chaos, it's messed up. But anywho, y'all, I digress. Didn't want to go that far into it, but somebody was found in Houston under the by the bayou or somewhere. Houston just seemed like it's off the chain. I always wanted to move to Houston. You know, sometimes you think you're missing out on stuff because of the weather. I hate the weather in Michigan because I'm a tropical person. I love heat, but I wouldn't trade my snow for the stuff that go on these other cities. I'll put on a snowsuit and some Kanye moon boots and go on by my business because I do not want to deal with that mess. And at least I do know my little city. You know what I'm saying? And I stay out the way. We got a little peace around here. It ain't that bad. Most of this crimes go on, it's our own people against our own people, like I said. And if you ain't around them, you kind of good, you know? But even at work, keep your eyes open. Keep you a weapon. I don't care what your job say. If somebody telling you to pull over and you don't think they're the police, even if you think it's the police, wait till you get into a lit area or a gas station or whatever before you pull over. Don't trust nobody. I would take the chance of going to jail before I pull over in a secluded area and ain't nobody around. They's about to chase me. I'll put on my hazard lights, go slow, and I'll call 911. Listen, I'm not pulling over till I get to a gas station. They behind me. I'm not resisting, but I don't feel safe. That's what I would do. I would just have to get a charge. For real. Because no. Don't trust nobody. Good news, bad news. Sonia Massy. Do y'all know who she is? Do y'all remember Sonia Massy, the black woman who was in the kitchen last July? She called the police because she heard something outside and they came to her house and she was acting kind of off, real pretty girl. And she was looking for some papers and then she had some stuff cooking on the stove and the police told her to go cut off the stove. And she went to cut off the stove, and then they got scared. Get away from the water. Get away. After they told her to go. Y'all remember that, right? And she went down like this, and the water went. They said she threw the hot water, and all these people said it was justifiable that he pow and shot half her face off. Remember that? Well, yesterday, Sean Grayson, is that his name? Officer Shawn. He was found guilty of second-degree murder. He was found guilty. So Sean is facing probably 20, 30 years. Wasn't manslaughter, wasn't a second-degree murder. It should have been first degree. He should get life with no parole what he did to that woman in her kitchen. How you call for the police and the police end up deleting you? And you see something mental going on. She has something going, schizophrenia or something going on. A police is supposed to be trained to deal with that situation. And after he pawpawed her, what did he say? He told his partner, don't even help her. She's done. Like she was just a deer. She's done. It was a head blow. I'm listening to him like, what? He didn't even go up and check her pulse. And kind of find out he's been doing stuff like this forever. He just never actually deleted anybody. But he was doing stuff to people nonstop. So they finally caught up with him. So Miss Sonia Massy and her family, prayer changes things. Trust in God with all your heart, lead not on your own understanding. This man is going to prison. I know he was sitting there shocked. My own people sending me to prison? Yes. So for all of you people that said it was justifiable, all them TikTok videos, you know, and even some black folks were saying it. Guess what? 12 people of his peers. And most of them was white. Said he was guilty. So how you feel about that? His own people found him guilty. So guess what? You were wrong. If you think it's okay to blow somebody's face off in their kitchen for hot water, something wrong with you, and you're going to rot in hell. Even if she would have burnt him, it's not justified to blow her face off. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some sick, there's some sick people in this world. Y'all love to see death and harm come on people and fighting and mutilation. Y'all some sick ass people, man. And I'm not talking about one race. I'm talking about anybody who think like that. Anybody that see somebody slap somebody else and you say, yeah, well, they gonna come back and do such and such, but you ain't looking at what that person did. That's racism. And you gotta face God for that one day. He's going to make all of you pay for having that hateful heart. Keep living the way you live. See how far you go. But he's got second-degree murder. Thank you for Sonia Massy. And Shawn is going to jail. Thank you, thank you. Just like the one that choked George Floyd. He got 20. He in there going through hell. They didn't shank the man and everything up in there. He going through hell. Oh, and speaking of Jeffrey Dahmer, when I spoke about Jeffrey Dahmer, y'all know what happened to Jeffrey, right? They put him in there with a lifer. And the man beat him to death like with a broomstick and crushed all this. Beat him to death. So people don't get away with nothing up under the sun. Anywho, I'm done talking about politics and race and death and all that. I hate them kind of videos. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. That's why I like to laugh. But we're going to talk about your little cousin Tamar real quick. And I'm going to go because I got a serious headache. And I need to lay down. Tamar, I want to ask y'all a question. Tamar went to I think it was Birdman and his little clique, Lil Wayne and all them, and it was against Master P and his clique. What are they called? No Limits. They was against No Limits, and they had like the battle. You know how they battle when they go back and forth? Well, Tamar felt like it was her duty to show up. Let me get this off of here, y'all, because I ain't got time for this. Hold on. Let me remove that person. Tamar felt like it's her duty. Hold on, I gotta get something else off of here. Hold on. I can't have certain things on here. These people getting on my nerves. Oh, God. I gotta hide somebody off my channel because they full of shit. Don't have time for that. Tamar felt like it was her duty to go to the event, get on the stage. Now I can see if you want to support your brother-in-law, which Tony is married to Birdman. Blow my mind. And not just hand him a water bottle, squeeze it in his mouth, wipe the sweat off his head. She want to be all Tamar. You know, Tamar got to be in everything, yelling and hollering. And now it just came out that Tamar was in the back, sitting on his lap before he came out, because I'm his little sister. And it also then came out, allegedly, that Tamar dated him first. I said, wait a minute. You mean to tell me Tony married Tamar Sloppy Seconds? Where we do that at? It ain't no rules to the game no more. Tony, you old school. I know damn well you ain't talked to a dude that your sister used to talk to. But I'm learning them now. These Braxton girls, they like the Kardashians. Anybody got that bread? It's like I think they have private meetings. You know, such and such got that money, and such like you. And you know what? He fat and look like, you know, Luther Vandross's little cousin. But Tamar, you need to get on him because he got money. And you know what? Yo, you need to get on Birdman, girl, because Birdman got... I think they be having them conversations. Because while they was on live, when they get off stage, Birdman had Tony on video, and Tamar was like, look at that big house he bought my sister. But was that even necessary to say? I mean, for real? And Tony was so dry, y'all. Tamar yelling and Tony B, Tony's sitting there like this. I want to whoop her ass. Because you know what Tony thinking? You had him first. What you doing there with my husband? I'm not even there. And now she didn't heard Tamar was sitting on his lap. I had just started to like Tamar again. For real. After this stuff, the teeth and all that, and I realized Tamar got a lot of trauma, I had just started liking Tamar again because I'm like, because there's a lot of trauma, and she don't seem like she that bad. And she helped her sister Tawanda. She gave Tawanda $35,000 for a house. I'm like, Tamar may not be that bad, and I don't think she's still that bad. But what I don't like is, Tamar, you don't have to be a floozy. You don't have to be in every man's face. You don't have to be flamboyant, especially if somebody that's dealing with your sister. Sit your ass down. You could have went and supported the event. Just sit down. Why you had to be on the stage? Why you had to be seen? Because now when they talk about it, they always say Tamar Braxton and Birdman. Tamar Braxton was there. Now your name is outshining what the whole event was about. And I think that was your whole motive. It don't make sense. Stop taking people's shine. Funky Dineva, when your teeth got knocked out. That was Funky's birthday, correct? It ended up being all about you. People need to go lay on somebody's sofa, y'all. Bottom line, people need to go lay on people's sofas. There's so many mentally ill folks out here that they gotta always be in the mix. They gotta always get the conversation, be in the middle of the conversation. They like little kids. You know how you talking in your company, a little kid turn your face, mom, mom, mom. That's how Tamar is. She wanna be the one all in your face at all times. You know why? Because she never had no serious counseling. Y'all keep going to these famous people. Like, I always hear her name wrong. Yana Saved My Life, is that her name? She's good, but I don't like the fact that you're going to get some therapy and they broadcasting your trauma on national TV for ratings. No, some shit need to be private. Because I don't think you would tell everything on her show. This is not for TV. You know what I'm saying? When you healing, that ain't for TV. That's for your mind, your life. Tawanda was just on her show, y'all. Now, I got kind of confused. Because this been since Tawanda been married. Because they said something about her husband. But Tawanda had a full head of braids. So, this is what I'm saying. Is that bald head up front? Because she had a whole full hair of braids. And it wasn't a wig. Because she kept doing all it. And she was on the show. And she went on the show because I guess they saying she's a thief. She stole her mama's Social Security. She tried to trick Tracy's son out of stuff. So she went on the show to get some help, which that's a good step, Tawanda. But I found out something about Tawanda while she was talking. Because, Yana, I know I said her name wrong. She had her go to the mall and sing the Star Spangled Banner twice. Once as Tawanda Smith as her husband name. Nobody knew who she was. And then they put a sign up said Tawanda Braxton, Tony Braxton's sister. You see, she get a different response. She got more love for being Tony Braxton's sister. But the reason she had her do that is because Tawanda feel like she always getting outshined. She said that when they Braxtons got together, it was 5 of them. Tracy had to fall off because she got pregnant. And the reason they group didn't take off because Babyface and I guess L.A. Reid or whoever, they heard the group and they gravitated towards Tony. They like Tony. You know her voice is distinguished, right? So they wanted Tony. They didn't want the sisters. Just like with New Edition, they wanted Ralph. But Ralph told them no. Tony said, talk to her sisters. This is a chance of a lifetime. I can get us out of here. Let me go do this. So Tony took off. She been famous since the 80s, 90s, I guess. And Tawanda understood that. Big Sister Tony was famous. She said, next thing you know, Tamar was out the group. And her whole focus was on the three of them, Tamar, her, and Trina. And I think that's when Tamar was married to Vince. Tamar drops off the group and didn't tell nobody. She ended up with her own deal and didn't tell nobody. So Tawanda felt betrayed. So I think after that, she was just out for vengeance. And I understand, but I don't understand. I understand Tawanda sitting there like, dang, what's up with me and Trina? I mean, dang, we cute. We Braxton sisters. I mean, we can sing. You know, damn, we do whatever Tony asks us, whatever Tamar asks us, and we just get left in the smoke. I'm struggling. I'm going to foreclosure. I ain't got money like Tony and Tamar. So it was getting to her. And I know y'all can understand that. Some of y'all got siblings right now. They got all the talent. They got the looks. They got a little bit more than you. A cousin got a little bit more than you. You ain't really jealous, but you jealous. You ain't jealous, but you questioning God. Like, what's wrong with me? I put in the work too. So that's what I think Tawanda is at. So she act out. She do shit because she want attention like her sisters. And it's sad because y'all not little kids anymore. Y'all grown-ass women with kids. She even said on the show that she would never forget her father. She would never hear her father preach because he stepped out on her mother. They told him to... Mr. Braxton is a trip. The church told him to apologize... Sorry, I'm tired. Apologize or step down. Do you know he stepped down? He looked at Miss Braxton and was like, I ain't apologizing to her ass. I ain't sorry. I like Sister Sarah with the orthopedic shoes. I'm not sorry. Shit. So Mr. Braxton stepped down, and Tawanda said she would never listen to him preach again. I didn't know their mother was a preacher, too. Maybe that's why everything going to chaos, because God said a woman supposed to be quiet in church. Y'all go listen one day. Yeah, I know y'all finna get mad at me. He didn't say. Yes, he did. And if he didn't say don't preach, how you gonna preach if you gotta be quiet? I just wanna know. I just wanna know. If a woman gotta be quiet in church, how the heck you supposed to preach? That's contradictory. So y'all can argue with me all day long if you want to. He didn't say we couldn't preach. Maybe he didn't say you couldn't preach, but he told you to be quiet. And he said the woman supposed to teach the ladies and the babies. He said that. A woman not supposed to have authority over a man. He said that. But y'all don't want to listen to that. Y'all like to do your own thing, disregard certain parts of the Bible, and listen to this part because it caters to your life. People will say, well, he don't mean that about fornication, but he mean it's about adultery. You know why? They're not married and they fornicating. See, people take the Bible and cater it to their sin and make excuses for their sin. That's blasphemy. God said what he said and he meant what he said, and you can't take nothing out or put nothing in. That's just the bottom line. If you like it or not, if you read something and it look like you, it sound like you, he talking about you. I don't care if you go to church every Sunday. I don't care if you tired every 5 minutes. He talking about you. But that's what I want to say about Tawanda. I really don't think none of the sisters are bad now. I'm starting to really read them. Then Trina outshining her wedding day. Tawanda was going to get married, and Trina I'm getting married. So she took her wedding day. So everything Tawanda ever touched got outshined by her sisters. Everything. So she feel like the black sheep. I thought Tracy felt that way. But Tracy was so confident when her man and her son, Tracy didn't give a damn. That's how I'm starting to listen, reading Tracy now. Tracy really didn't care. She had her own life, living the best life she could. She didn't care about all that Hollywood stuff. They cared about it. But Tawanda has been outshined. She always struggled. So she started stealing shit. I mean, she just started taking it. Like, if I can't get it, I'm just going to take it. Do I justify that? No. But I understand Tawanda. Have y'all ever felt that way? For real, be real. You gotta identify with people sometimes. Have you ever felt that way that you watch everybody around you make it, no matter how hard you work, you just can't make it? You're not getting recognized. The job ain't giving you the promotion, they're giving it to somebody else. You did everything you could. You ain't missing no day. You always show up and not getting appreciated. So can y'all kind of identify with Tawanda? She see everybody that's getting promoted. Everybody, Tracy married. She was doing her thing. God rest her soul. Tony was superstar of the family. Then all of a sudden, um, what's her name? What's her name? I was gonna say Tawanda. Um, Tamar. Tamar took off. She cute baby sister making all the money, and this is her show. And then Trina always been pretty to me. Trina is like the black blonde though. She kind of nerdy, and she ended up with an older man and going to her thing. And Tawanda like just left in the wind, so she ended up marrying her BFF. I heard they was like best friends, and she ended up marrying him. And then she went out to the Justice of the Peace. I'm thinking that Tawanda had a big wedding. Was the wedding later? Because she was talking about this wedding like it was big, but she went to the Justice of the Peace. I don't understand. I don't understand. But I do identify with Tawanda. I do identify with Tamar. Tony is just Tony. Tony will always be superstar Tony. Tracy was the wife and the mother and pretty much the backbone that didn't play with her sisters. Trina, the nerd. Miss B, I think she's just a bitter black woman. She never got over her husband cheating. But I don't know how you feel that way, Miss Evelyn, if you was a preacher. If you ordained to preach, how you walk around with hate in your heart? Why you even care he over there with Sister Sarah? I wouldn't even give him the satisfaction. I would invite Sister Sarah over every time as I get, girl, we having a tea party. Come on over. Watch her shoes, y'all. Watch these Velcro shoes. You gonna hear them. They loud as hell. I wouldn't even care about that woman. But Miss B walking around still mad because she still love Mr. Braxton. And he like a smooth dude. But Miss E, you a bad jazzy woman. You can get you a man now. All the men in Hollywood, you can get you a man. You don't have to be sitting there living off Tamar and your Social Security check. You see Diddy mama walking with her 80 still can touch her toes. These some jazzy old women, y'all. Diddy mama the same way. Don't let them fool you. Oh, no. But this your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Let's pray for the Braxtons. I'm to the point in my life that I don't like talking about people, but I got to talk about people. But I don't like dogging folks because I don't want nobody dogging me. It's time to wake up and love each other, man, for real. Stop finding fault in everything and find the good in the situation. And watch life just start turning around. I'm really not worried about November, about the food and all that, because I know how my God works. He always on time. He may not come when you want him to, but he always coming on time. Some good is going to happen in November. Y'all think it is going to be bad? Watch God show the devil. Oh, you think it's going to be bad? Watch our food stamps get come back on. Something good is going to happen in November. That's why I'm not tripping. I'm listening to y'all tripping. I'm like, man, come on, man. Y'all not going to starve. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lead not on your own understanding. This is your girl, Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I am so tired, y'all. I'm about to lay it on down. And I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Keep the Braxtons in your prayer. Thank you, Father God, for justice for Sonia Massy. And if you in Houston, Texas, don't go nowhere alone. Nowhere alone. And I hope you don't have to go to work late night. Or if you got to go to work late night, you need to change your shift. If you got to go to work before the sun come out, you need to change your shift. Your safety is more important. Stay away from the highways and byways and all that, because they seem like that's their target. The bayous, stay away from all that. Stay your butt right around the city area and be safe. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.